Revolutionary training for amazing performance.
Qualche mese fa ho ricevuto una bellissima
A few months ago, I received a beautiful parcel containing a training roller. I associate rollers with winter cold and the boredom of training indoors. Then I spoke with the owner of the company. He assured me that it wasn't just a standard training roller, but a training system. Call this person, speak with him, and he will explain how to use it. During the phone call, Simone patiently explained what I should do. The next day, I easily mounted my bicycle on the roller, and the first impressions were of the lightness of the product and the lack of noise, and that it can be connected to a USB, Bluetooth, ANT+, and Wi-Fi source to manage the applications. I climbed on the bicycle and connected to the magnetic with my PC. The first training session passed in a moment, but then Simone went to the following step, that is, the one that really made me understand what I was doing. I climbed back on the bicycle and I said test, and I didn't have to do anything else but pedal with the resistance that increased from time to time. So in the end, I discovered that the machine had created an image of my condition at that moment. This was the starting point, the one that Simone used to prepare my specific training sessions, which have allowed me to increase my performance. Through the cloud, Simone sent me the first 7 training sessions, and I had never done anything like this. I picked the first session that Simone had prepared out of the cloud. I set it up, loaded it into the machine, and nothing easier than start pedaling. I therefore forgot of the session, the gears, and everything else. It was the machine that made me do everything, leaving space to my commitment and effort. The first hour of training was very hard, but the sensations were incredible in terms of quantity and quality. One wonders, how come this hour flew so fast? Because I was used to rollers as I had always used them, maybe with a video of a race in front of me, or with music or anything else. Boredom was caused by its static quality. But here things were totally different. The rhythm changes. This happened to me 71 times. It means that you don't have time to think. The sudden changes during the training session make time fly. I wasn't used to this, and yes, it made me sweat, but I enjoyed it very much. Climbing on my bike, I see on the PC monitor all the basic data of the training session. First of all, the power, the heartbeats, and the RPMs, that is, the number of pedal strokes per minute. The machine manages all these factors in a fully automatic way. Therefore, I can concentrate on my training. I don't have to do anything else, and this is important. I don't need to use the gears. The machine takes me to where the coach has decided that I should be. The average training session lasts about an hour, and what Marco told me in his first phone call is this: remember that in order to improve, you will only need 2 hours a week dedicated to this kind of exercise. On this basis, Simone gave me 2 sessions to carry out each week, with an appointment at the beginning of the 4th and an incremental test to see what the results of the first 7 training sessions carried out with this system would be. The 7th session has, inside it, a test which allows the coach to check the objective conditions of the athlete, and therefore remodulate the subsequent sessions. Keep in mind that during the sessions and the test, the monitoring by the coach is continuous, thanks to the transmission of data via the cloud. A period of objective evaluation is what derives from the work executed over 3 months. Therefore, 5 training cycles with a test at the end of each cycle. This allows the coach to have an objective evaluation of the work done and to modify what will follow. This period, that we have said to be of 3 months, can be modified easily as required by each individual who will have a seasonal target, which can be a cycle race, a triathlon, On the basis of what the athlete requires, the coach can rewrite the sessions for that specific type of event. Here, we understand what is the difference with a traditional trainer. We have an interface which allows a constant communication between the athlete and the coach, as well as modifications to the sessions, but, above all, the fact that it doesn't become an instrument for those who prefer a system that can be used 365 days a year for preparation or for maintaining a given preparation. The reason why it is always used is, above all, due to the fact that it is not possible to do this on the road. A training session that is so specific and calibrated to our needs and on our state of preparation at that moment. I will add something else based on my personal experience. I am neither a cyclist nor a long-time athlete. Therefore, I don't have the capability of training scientifically and autonomously. I have never done any specific outside training. Therefore, it has been a remarkable leap, and I noticed this as soon as I took my bicycle outside. The performance and the sensations were radically different from those I achieved before. I'm speaking of my personal experience after 3 months of use. The promise made to me by he who had asked me to try the system has been kept, because when I was outside with my bicycle, the difference was enormous.
Revolutionary training for amazing performance.